Thank you so much.
I just want to say, last time I was here was the first time, and everybody, the cast, the crew, the producers were so nice, except for Lawrence. But
You know me.
That's obviously a joke.
no, we love Lawrence.
We are so happy to have you back because every time you are here, you make us the most delicious thing.
Well,
and you know what else? You smell really good. I don't know what that cologne is, but I'll tell you what, it is a good one. It's not goat cheese. It's really great. So meanwhile, Cameron has made his way back over here with Ken, Kim, and
I had to bag. I said I would be on my best behavior this time.
Well, why?
Well, I know, right.
So, Jim, I know you're making this for us because as a kid, you said you probably ate more chicken than anyone on the planet.
We ate a lot of chicken. Mom prepared a lot of chicken. It was one of Dad's favorites. So we had fried chicken. We had oven roasted chicken. We had shake and bake, and I helped. Shake and bake. Remember shake and bake?
Yeah. That's an old friend.
So
That's funny.
when I got older and started making recipes, I was like, I want to kind of pizzazz this chicken up a little bit. And so when I do a chicken dish, a lot of times I will do a stuffed chicken breast when we're having company.
That's nice. And this stuffed chicken breast is really second to none. It's delicious. And it starts with putting a little pocket in that chicken breast, right?
Yep. Move right over here.
Okay. You can move them. You can leave one
perfect.
move them over here.
So what you've done is you've taken a knife and you have made a nice pocket right there in the breast.
Okay.
And so you've got this all done. Now we're going to add some spices because chicken can be a little dull.
Okay.
So we're going to zhuzh it up a little bit.
All right. So what's in
you
our
want to do
spice
the
mix?
ingredients?
Okay, sure. Tell me.
Okay. Paprika.
Right,
We have
nice.
garlic powder.
Right.
We have onion powder.
Nice.
We have a little sugar, a little
Sugar.
salt, and a little pepper. And I'll tell y'all, this is amazing on pork. It's really good on shrimp, hot or cold shrimp. It's crazy.
Really?
The spice, it adds so much flavor.
So salt. Leave a little bit for later.
And
some
some
pepper.
and some
okay.
pepper.
And then we just
kinda
whisk that
mix
together.
that together.
So does
Is
this go?
sugar normal for something like this? That surprised me a little bit. Is that something you typically see
I like
in a
sugar.
spice mixture? Okay. I was just curious.
Him,
I can't
it's
help it.
typical. Oh, it smelled. Wow, that smells
Does it
so
smell
good.
Imagine on shrimp.
Oh, that would be
That's
amazing.
crazy.
So does this go inside
it does.
and on top?
Just on the inside. So just grab a good handful. Usually, it's probably about a teaspoon, and kind of smear that around a little bit.
Okay.
Then we're going to move on to the other stuff. This is goat cheese, softened goat cheese. It's about 1 ounce. I kind of push it into a log. Now, if you don't like goat cheese, you could use mozzarella. Would be great.
Nice.
So
Ooh,
totally
that'd
up
be-
to you. It would be really.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I love
Because it
goat cheese.
melts
is,
sort
yeah.
of into it, doesn't it?
It melts, and what happens too is the goat cheese, some will come out while you're cooking it and while you're baking it, and then it creates like a little juice that you can kind of pour on top of it.
nice.
So then we're just going to layer some
Spinach.
baby spinach.
And this is also a good way to have your kids get their greens because they don't even know they're getting them. They're in there, you know?
That's true. That's true. Red onion, we're going to put some of that in
Okay.
there. If you don't like red onion, you don't have to use it.
Okay.
You could put some crumbled up cooked bacon in here. Would be good.
Ooh, that would be nice.
So that would be nice. And then, of course, my favorite is the sun-dried tomato. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, those are great.
So you put all that together.
Well, you could even put olives in there, maybe.
Oh, olives
Right?
would be,
Wouldn't that be
yeah.
good?
Oh, yeah, that would be amazing.
Okay.
Perfect. So now what you want to do, you've got this done. You want to grab a toothpick and you just want to kind of pierce it.
Like you're sewing it, just to keep
basically.
it together.
Right. You know what? And if you stuff it really heavily and you can't get the toothpicks in perfectly, it's not a big deal.
Okay.
It's not a big deal.
So there you go. And then
That's
we put it on a cast iron skillet.
Sprinkle a little salt and pepper.
All right.
A little salt,
Just like that.
a little pepper, and then we're going to pop it
On
the
the cast iron skillet.
Yep.
While you go wash your
Wash.
hands,
Wash up.
I will man the stove
So
over
the
here.
seasoning mixture does not go on the outside. That's only for the inside.
You could put it on the outside if you wanted to, but you know, I just do the salt and pepper on the
Oh,
exterior.
look at this. Okay, so how long do you want to sear these?
We are going to sear those on a medium-high heat for about 3 minutes per side because we want to get that nice golden exterior.
Right, that's beautiful. That's what makes all the difference when it's sort of
Yep.
crunchy and gets that beautiful
So
crust.
good. And if you'll see in the skillet, we have all kinds of juice there.
Right.
So what I like to do is pour that over the
On
chicken.
top? Okay.
And when that bakes, it's going to release some more juices.
Okay.
And then cover it. Want me to take over?
Yeah, sure, please.
Cover it with your aluminum foil. And the reason I like to do that is because I feel like it keeps the juices in and helps keep the chicken moist.
And how long does this go into the oven for?
400 preheated 400-degree oven for about 17 minutes. You know, again, like pork, people tend to overcook chicken.
Right.
You know, and it makes it dry and yucky. Nobody wants that.
Right.
So
And-
17 minutes is about perfect.
Okay.
And then
Look at that.
here you go.
Beautiful.
It's like
Delicious.
super easy and
Yeah.
feels
Yeah.
super fancy.
It's so good. Well, what's funny is, I'm all about dinner parties, and if
I
you
know,
have
oh
a
boy,
dinner party,
do you ever? I don't know if you followed him online, but he throws the biggest and best dinner party I've ever seen in my life.
yeah, I'm
And I always say,
obsessed.
please invite me, and
Come on.
that just doesn't happen.
I think we know why, Lauren.
Oh, it's so funny.
We know the chicken's a star here, but I got to say, the winter salad that you have here too is just absolutely delicious.
Thank you.
Complements it perfectly. Right?
Yeah, it's great. Risotto would be good. The winter salad's great. It is mixed greens, pear, toasted pecans, dried cranberry,
Yep.
little feta, and then a homemade vinaigrette. So the only thing left to do is once you pull this out of the oven, remove your toothpicks because you don't want anybody to choke. Well, depends on who's coming to dinner.
No, he's kidding, everyone. He's joking.
Lawrence, come on to dinner.
So the only thing left to do is remove the toothpick and eat.
And eat.
You have to taste
That's
this.
it.
This is so good. Jim, you've done a fantastic job. No, that's mine. Don't take mine.
And what I would do is you can see a lot of juice here in the pan. I would take and pour that juice right over each piece once you've plated it.
Jim, what's the biggest number of people you've had over for a dinner party? Because I know you throw some big ones.
Dinner party about 12. But as far as like major part, well, we had a seated dinner in the front yard for 217.
In the front yard.
How big is your front yard? I'm just saying.
Substantial.
About to say.
Substantial.
I could fit 4 in mine.
Right. I'm telling you, I'd recommend you go online and take a look. It's a very modest way of living, but somebody has to do it. That's for sure.
Well, it's funny. You
Jim.
work hard, things pay off. I never thought I'd be staying in the kitchen at home and family here.
I know, that's true. Thank you. We love
I love you. Thank you so much for having me.
Delicious full recipe as always. HallmarkChannel.com, everybody.